Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video. So right off the bat, I'm not feeling that great. Woke up a little bit sick today. So if I sound a little bit weird, I apologize. But I wanted to make a video on this because we have some pieces of news that came out here for Season 2. And I wanted to talk about it because one of them is actually being highly debated right now. I didn't make a video about it yesterday when the news broke, but I wanted to kind of look at it, see the reaction people had, and kind of give my thoughts on it. But that is the Warzone 2 DMZ players getting slammed with a paywall for some content in DMZ. So I'll read the article that is on Charlie Intel. I'll have it linked down below. But it says, Season 2 is shaping up to be a big one for both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 players, with the latter receiving a new Resurgence map in Ashika Island. Now we'll talk about that as well in this video. But essentially it is a brand new Resurgence map. It's a smaller one. I believe they said it's slightly bigger than Rebirth Island, and it looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people are complaining. I think the one thing was the gray color palette that it seems to have. So it's a little bit kind of like that old MW3 kind of style where it's all very dark and just like gloomy. So who knows, maybe they'll change it in the future with like seasonal updates and whatever. But it's a brand new map, it's smaller. I'm excited to check it out, not to mention the fact that DMZ is going to be on there, which I'm also excited for that as well. I actually have played one match of Warzone 2 and the majority of my time has been in DMZ. So for me, this is kind of for someone who has played DMZ and plays it almost exclusively over Warzone. I'll give you my perspective on it, but I'm excited for the new map because I'm excited to see how DMZ plays and feels on a smaller map. I haven't even played like Sector, I think it was like Building 21, I think is what it's called. I haven't even done that yet. You know, that's way smaller, but you know, how does a medium-sized map play out? I'm excited for that. But like we said, that was just announced, so it's actually kind of interesting because a lot of people are actually kind of upset if you are a multiplayer fan, because we had info for Warzone 2, we had info for DMZ, and literally not a lot for multiplayer. So a lot of people who are multiplayer centered, like YouTube content creators or just creators, are not really happy that no info has been coming out specifically about that. We'll probably get more info soon, but people are kind of worried, I guess would be the correct word here, about multiplayer if it keeps getting overlooked by DMZ and Warzone. But with that said, let's keep talking about this article. So it says, another sizable chunk of the Season 2 content update is targeting Call of Duty DMZ's game mode, a brand new addition that came with Warzone 2. The free-to-play Tarkov-inspired extraction shooter has already been expanding since its launch thanks to Building 21. The Season 2 update is set to continue this trend by offering Ashika Island as a whole new deploy point, but some of the new DMZ content is being locked behind a paywall, much to players' chagrin. The allure of a live service free-to-play title is just that. It's playable content and generally free. And the incentive for developers to make more money is by supplying an array of cosmetic items. However, the Season 2 DMZ blog states that the brand new faction offering more missions for players to complete is going to be quite exclusive. Quote, Modern Warfare 2 owners will have access to mission orders from a brand new 4-faction Crown. This British group is shrouded in mystery, but they have certainly piqued the interest of Black Mouse. Again, this faction will only be available to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 owners, the blog said. Charlie Intel tweeted about this and said, forcing players to buy a $70 game to unlock the new mission in the free-to-play DMZ mode seems like a dumb move. The feedback to this decision has been quite negative and players have made their feelings known. YouTube content creator Westy had this to say about the matter. F2P players already have smaller contraband stashes and key stashes, 10 slots instead of 20. Although this move isn't good, I'm not surprised. Whereas Twitch streamer FM3 agrees that while DMZ is quite feature-packed, the recent DMZ content development isn't ideal. Quote, agree, only giving DMZ fans, beta or not, a $50 to $70 option just to try some missions is too limited. Certainly a store pack or something would be great, unquote. There's still another week or so until Season 2 DMZ content drops, so there's every chance that things would change between now and then. And this has, we've seen stuff change. About a week ago, they did say that they were going to be resetting all of the insured slots, and a lot of people were actually pretty upset. Because, I mean, it was hard to grind some of those insured slots. I haven't even gotten one extra insured slot. I haven't even completed any of the Season 3 ones, or Mission 3 or Level 3 ones. It's just kind of hard to play content or play games a lot right now. I haven't had a lot as much time as I wish I had, and not the consistent friend group you would need to really play DMZ, especially because the bots are so freaking crazy there. But regardless, like I was saying, they were going to get rid of the insured slots, and then a lot of feedback came, and wouldn't you know it, a few days after that, they decided they would not be getting rid of the insured slots. Now, any progress you have towards, say you're like 2 slots in and you're working on your 3rd one, you're trying to get through your level 3 missions, if you don't complete that by the time this new season starts, you will be reset back to the previous one, and you're going to have to grind back up to get those season or level 5 missions. Like I said, you're still gonna have your 2nd tier slot, your 2nd option open, but you're not gonna be able to get that 3rd one easily if you were making progress. So if you haven't gotten your 3rd slot and you have time, now is the time to do it, get it knocked out. But they did also mention that it is going to be a little bit easier to be able to get it this time around, which I can appreciate. So I'm excited to hopefully complete some of these. I'm gonna try to get my 2nd slot. Really, that's what I should be focusing on, so I don't lose that. But yeah, so definitely something that they have changed stances on, so we could see something like this in the future change. Now, my perspective on this, what do I think of this? I honestly do not think it's the end of the world. And it was actually kind of funny because you see a lot of people who argue over this, and then you see people who, you know, say, oh, they're overreacting. Why are people freaking out? If you paid for something, you should get rewarded extra. Then you have the other side who are basically calling all those people who aren't freaking out bootlickers, and people who only like, why are you guys defending the rich and the super companies or whatever? Personally, like I said, I'm on the side of like, this doesn't affect me. Which is actually kind of like, I get it, free-to-play experience, you're trying to experience that free-to-play portion of it, all of it, no limits, and then if you want to spend money towards cosmetics and stuff, there you go. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's missions you can complete. If they have announced that it's going to be another insured slot, then maybe I will see a bigger issue here. I do think that the disparity between having 10 slots for contraband and 20, I didn't even know about this because I have Modern Warfare 2. I didn't even know this was a thing until about a week ago, which is actually kind of crazy. That already feels like a pretty good incentive to buy Modern Warfare 2, or at least try to get a cheap version of it, because I mean, that's kind of steep. Having twice the amount of insured, or not insured, but, you know, contraband slots is kind of crazy. So maybe I could see why this is like, well, you're already kind of getting 10 extra slots for people who paid for Modern Warfare 2, and well, now they're gonna have a whole set of missions that only they get. I get it. It sucks. It's not an ideal situation if you're someone who is only a DMZ player. But I can also see the other side of people who maybe are feeling a little bit sad about the state of the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2. Even I have to admit, it has been a pretty dry time. It feels like season passes have been kind of counterproductive to having consistent content, which I thought it was going to mean more content all the time. I just feel like they need to, or more, just in gaming in general, they need to reassess how they release content so that they have new stuff to do consistently and not big drops every 2 months or whatever. I just, if it was me, I would drip feed it more consistently. I'd enjoy it more. I'd play more. I'd be more on, as opposed to every 2 months. That's just me. But I can also see how those multiplayer people who are feeling a little bit dried out are like, sweet, we're gonna have more stuff to grind because we bought Modern Warfare 2. It's a weird situation, I know. We'll see what happens with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, though. Are you mad? Are you not upset? Do you not care about there being missions in DMZ locked behind owning Modern Warfare 2? Let me know in the comment section below. But like I said, personally, I don't see it as a huge deal. It's missions. A lot of people don't even like do the missions. It feels like this is a problem for super hardcore DMZ players. Casual players, like, half the time I don't see people who even care about the missions or getting extra insured slots. They just want to jump in there and have fun. I think there's other more pressing matters. Like, I would like to see things like a better system where, like, you can get, you know, take off your tier 3 backpack or your tier 3 armor so that you can hold on to it and just kind of mess around and have fun in DMZ without being worried that that one time that you decided to play by yourself, or you're playing with like a nephew or a little brother or something, and they screw you over and you lose all your stuff. Like, that is something I would care about more than some missions that not everyone is going to even bother playing through, because for them it's more about playing DMZ than completing missions. So like I said, if you're on the end of like the competitive side where you need those extra insured slots, if there even is one for these other missions, then I can see why you would be mad, or you'd be mad. Now, if they do have missions, and I mean, this could be a way, maybe there's like a happy middle here, where you don't get an extra insured slot for completing those, but instead you get a really awesome cosmetic piece that you can get, you know, via buying Modern Warfare 2. You buy Modern Warfare 2, you get these extra missions that you can grind. They get you a pretty awesome blueprint or operator or whatever. That I think people wouldn't be mad about. But if there is an insured slot that you're guaranteed at the end of this, people might be mad. Now, again, I didn't even know that there was like 10 slots only for free-to-play only people. That sucks. So honestly, I think a bigger problem. I think they should do 20 for free and 30 for paid. It feels like 20, like 10 is just like sad. But anyways, that is just my thoughts on this whole situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys found it informative, helpful, and entertaining. If you did, drop a like. If you're new, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. And if you want to support the channel directly, you can do so by checking out my sponsors, Control Freak and Aim Controller. I use them every single time I play. Code OGXRAYZ gets you a discount. But anyways, you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter at OGXRAYZ if you guys want to talk, interact, see what I'm up to. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.